Well, with spring cleaning around the corner for many people, one organization is asking you to keep an eye on any old paintings in your place because maybe, just maybe, you're sitting on a gold mine. To talk more about how you can get your art appraised and what to look for, we're joined by Canadian fine art specialist Rob Cowley. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely, Scott.
Fascinating. It's interesting to me that this kind of stuff could be laying around in people's homes or maybe families' homes that they're cleaning out. You're saying keep an eye.
Absolutely. It's always best to check. I mean, we're doing a Valuation Day in Calgary tomorrow. We'll be in Victoria next week as well. We do them across the country. And it's amazing how many times we do find works of interest and of a certain value that we're able to offer in our auctions at consignor.ca. We do online auctions and live auctions. And it's incredible the works that we do find.
And some of these paintings, we were talking about it before we came on air, that some of this stuff was incredibly accessible at the time. So some of these paintings were fairly cheap, I guess, at that time. So that's why this stuff could be rummaged around in people's homes because you didn't have to be a millionaire to buy it at the time.
That's exactly it. I mean, even if we look at the work by Maud Lewis on the end, who is a Nova Scotia artist, that work, when she was alive, she was creating work and selling it for $5 to $10.
Wow.
And so many collectors who we run into, one of the areas where we do find value with Maud Lewis is the fact that they usually come directly from her.
Okay.
Because many people bought them from her either through the mail or in person.
Now, I know you got other examples here, but in general, what would people look for? Like I've seen, you know, my grandparents in their attic, there was tons of paintings here and there of cabins or whatever. How do I know it has any value?
Artist is the first factor.
Okay.
Look at the artist. If it's signed, try to read the signature. That can be tough, but many signatures are easy to read. Look on the back as well. Sometimes you'll find a label, a gallery label, an inscription possibly. All of that can point to some identity of the artist. From there, you can contact our company. We do it for free by email. You can also just Google and look around and see if the artist is well known. The next step would be whether it's an original or a reproduction. The term print can be a catch-all. There are printmakers like David Blackwood and even Fitzgerald.
I was going to say, you have a print here, but this does have value.
It does have value because he was a printmaker. Prints tend to be a bit of a catch-all sometimes in the market. A print can be a reproduction that the artist had nothing to do with, which will have very little value. In this case, however, the artist who was a printmaker, he would have been involved in the creation of this work and would have a limited run as well, so only a limited amount would exist in the marketplace.
But those were accessible at the time as well.
They would have been, yeah.
And then these two here, what's happening here?
This is a little work by Doris McCarthy.
Okay.
Doris McCarthy, who is a Toronto artist. Her work, it's incredible because she painted essentially from the 1920s straight through to the 1990s, and there really is value throughout her career. It's a work on paper, so it's a little more accessible to collectors as well. It carries a bit of a lower value. Her canvases can sell in the tens of thousands of dollars. This work is only $1,200 to $1,500 in our March auction. Just
as a catch-all, talking about the greater scene of where it is, are you finding younger people getting involved now in art collecting?
We are, more and more. With our company, we do 7 or 8 online auctions a year. We do find it does take the intimidation out. With our gallery in Toronto as well, we invite collectors to come in and talk to us. You can view all of the artwork in our gallery in Toronto as well as online, and we invite collectors. We're really trying to take that intimidation factor out, which can be a huge obstacle.
You have a website too, do you want to say?
Yeah, it's consignor.ca.
And we have that. We'll put that up on the screen. Thanks so much for all your time and insight. So interesting. For a free appraisal, you can head to the Sheraton Suites in Eau Claire from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. as mentioned tomorrow, and also you can head to the website we threw up on the screen. Much more still ahead here as we sit here. 1 degree. Jordan talking about a beautiful day ahead, and actually a pretty strong week as we build towards the weekend. I know it's only Monday, but we can talk about Friday, can't we? Much more still ahead when we come back.